Hello and welcome back. My name is Mark and this is my 1961 Morris Minor Traveller. The last couple of videos we've concentrated on the suspension, we've refreshed the dampers and fitted some polybushes. And this video is going to conclude the suspension. We're looking at the rear, in particular the leaf springs, and fitting polybushes there too. However, before we get into that, I've got a little correction I need to make to my last video. So I just want to correct something from my last video on the torsion bar adjustment. On my car, I was very careful to reassemble in the same order that I took it apart. But one viewer pointed out that this adjustment plate that's sitting on the rear side of my cross member should actually be on the front side behind this bar there. So I've got to change that, but thank you very much for pointing it out. It really is appreciated. So here we are back under the Morris once again. I've got the side jacked up and I have just put the trolley jack just resting underneath the axle, just in case the axle drops, and give it some support. So the plan is to replace, there's two poly bushes here, one either side. In the middle, there's a flat one, top and bottom. And at the back, we've got the spring on the rear hanger. I believe there's two, and then I think there's two there as well. First job, as you can see I've started already, is to take the nuts off of these four U-bolts. So the back hanger's off now. You can see this rubber here, doesn't look too bad, but it's old, slightly misshapen as well. This one here is very old, very dry, very cracked, so all needs replacing. When I've got that out, I might just give that area a bit of a clean up anyway, and give it some extra protection. In the middle, so I got those four nuts off, and I started dropping this plate. So this plate goes underneath and then up the back of the spring and holds the shock absorber. So these are the U-bolts. They'll obviously slide upwards. They clamp down the rubber bump stop. This here, I think I mentioned before in one of my other videos, that is just a small spacer. Well, actually it's quite a big spacer, but that's the lowering block essentially. So if you've got a standard car, then obviously you won't have one of those, and that will be directly down on top of there. So I just thought I'd give you a close-up of the U-bolts, and then this is my lowering block as well. So every car's going to have the U-bolts. If it's standard, these will be shorter. This is the 32mm lowering block, and ESM do another kit which is bigger. It's at 45mm. I shall put a picture of the kits as an overlay so you can see the part numbers. And then obviously that would have probably a longer U-bolt as well. This is the rubber bump stop. The U-bolt sits over the top of that and hold that to the top of the axle. This is roughly the shape of it, but I have, because I've got the lowering block, I have actually reduced the height of it slightly, but I've tried to maintain that shape. The thinking behind it is that there's probably more give where it's smaller, and then it's probably a bit more solid as the rubber thickens down the bottom. Front hanger for the leaf spring. Now I've got to say I found it a real pig to get this apart. Essentially what we have here is an outer plate, and this is a pin that goes through the end of the leaf spring. These are supposed to be two separate pieces, but mine are just welded together, absolutely solid. So these sit through here, and then you've got a bolt here, a bolt there either side, and then a nut this side. Now what you're supposed to be able to do is undo this nut and then drive that whole pin through. But what I had to do was undo those two bolts, which was not easy with the leaf spring in place, and then I had to get a pry bar in, and then I could drive it to about there, really just to pull it the rest of the way out. It was just not having it at all. Obviously I'm not going to reuse that, so I have been on to ESM, and these are what the parts should look like. So essentially that goes into there and is bolted, one fore, one rear, and then this pin will go through the leaf spring out the other side, and then obviously this larger head gets located within that plate, and then a new nut and washer goes onto the end. But before I do that, I'm just going to try and clear this out a little bit, put a little bit of rust protection in there. So this is the kit I bought from ESM. So it's the two plates and the pin that I showed you earlier, and then we've got two rear hangers, two pins there, and all the nuts and bolts that you need as well. I think that was well worth buying. They did actually throw in some more poly bushes, but I'm going to go with the ones that I've already bought, those premium ones. So I've undone that nut now and removed the top and the bottom plate. The rubber bushes in there, they're compressed, but don't actually look that bad in fairness. Obviously I will replace them, but yeah, not looking too bad. I think there's plenty of videos online to show you how to loosen these bushes or remove these bushes using heat, but when you don't have that available to you, I've just found a clamp. In fairness, that is a more for sort of carpentry DIY work, but it did the trick just to push it out. Now we can clean it up, get ready for the new ones. So I've given these bits a bit of a clean up, and I might as well give those a lick of paint with some sort of rust control in it as well. So now the paint is dry, we can start refitting the bushes to the car and into the leaf spring, and then get it back into the car. Or do we? So bear in mind that this was supposed to be just a simple replacing of the polybushes. Obviously nothing's that simple, is it? But we've got everything apart now. We've touched up the sort of paint around the underseal. It's all looking pretty good down there. So it'd be a bit of a shame just to put these springs back as they are. So whilst we've got it out, I think we need to separate the leaves, treat each one individually before putting it back onto the car. So once again, I am venturing into unknown territory, but what's the worst going to happen? I'm starting to open up the brackets. Yeah, I've managed to get that one apart. So I've just opened up the metal slightly. Through it, we kind of got this coach bolt, and it's got a sleeve on the outside of it, whether that's just a spacer sleeve, and then the nut on the other side. As you can see, they're pretty crusty, so they'll want replacing. By the looks of it, the bracket itself appears to be fixed into individual leaf. So this one is stuck solid, so I've just given it something a bit of soak in, see if I can get that one apart, and same goes with this one. And here's the leaf spring separated out into each individual leaf. Looking more closely, you can see what's been exposed to recent chassis paint. There's sort of a shinier area where you can see where each leaf has probably been rubbing. So where the underside of that one's been rubbing here, as the suspension's moving, it's moving up and down. This bit looks as though it's probably separate from that, not been touched. And again, in the center here, you can see it's been rubbing. So getting a bit closer to the bracket, you can see there's metal that's wrapped around, and I wasn't sure how it was fixed, but this looks as though it's welded in. So not really sure what to do with that. I think that might be a bit beyond my capabilities to be able to separate this out and then get it back in again. If I do, I'm going to end up with a hole here. All the brackets came away in one piece, so I'm going to do what I can to try and clean these up. Obviously, if you've got experience in welding, you could probably take that out and fill that hole quite easily. Now the next stage is to get the wire wheel out. So I've given this one a bit of a clean up, and you can see the difference. It's only a light clean, but I can definitely feel on the surface the area that's been exposed against the smooth area that's been covered. I'm going to give this one a bit of some of the rust proofing treatment, and if that comes up all right, then I've got to do the same with the rest. Some progress on the leaves here. Got them as they came off the car with the finishes to it. Then I've got a couple here that have had the wire wheel cleaning them up, and then the one on the end that's had the first sort of rust treatment going onto it, which looks as though it's done a pretty good job. It certainly feels as though it's a nice seal to it. With regards to the brackets, obviously these are the brackets as they were on the car, which is basically, obviously that one's been bent open, sitting round, but this sort of bulbous, it looks like the top of a coach bolt, but it's actually welded in. So my thought was to grind the top of that off, remove the bracket, so then I can get some good rust treatment onto the metal there. I'm going to file that flat, not completely flat, just take the lip off of the top of it so it's not sharp like it is at the moment. Still use it as like a locating pin for when the bracket goes back in, treat the brackets, and then put it back together again. At least that's the plan. So the rear hanger in place, and I did put some grease around the polybush and around the pin just to make putting it in a little bit easier. So looking up to the front hanger now, you see I've put the new plate there, put the bolts through. I have put a little bit of copper grease on the back of here, and I've put it on the thread, so you don't have to, but I'm just hoping it's going to stop it sort of kind of welding itself together. So I've raised the leaf spring back roughly into position, and I've got the polybush on the outside, and then hopefully with this hole that's here, I can then take the other polybush, push it through there, and then follow up with that locating pin. Obviously I'll put some grease on the polybush, I will put some more on the locating pin, put that through, and then obviously wipe off any excess. So that's the front hanger back together, and the rear hanger in place. And now the central assembly is back together again, so we've got a rubber bump stop back up, the two U-bolts, my spacer bar, we've got then the two polybushes sitting top and bottom in there, and then the plate for the shock absorber, all back together again. Well, I've got to say, I am pleased with the way that has come out. The first time for everything. So just to confirm, I have done these up but not tight as of yet. Same goes for the 4 U-bolts and the one at the front hanger as well. So they need to be tightened up fully once the wheel's back on and the car is sitting back on its own weight. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and found something there useful. I have to admit, I have actually only done the one side at the moment, so that'll give me something to do over the Christmas holidays. But again, thanks for watching. So until next time, take care. Cheerio.